Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and in today's video we're going to be answering the question, what do they want to say? So we're going to be looking to see what your person of interest would say to you about this connection if they were being truthful and honest. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, keep on watching. Let's get into some disclaimers. So first and foremost, this is a general reading. So keep in mind that some of the messages might apply specifically to you, while others of the messages might not. If it doesn't feel like it fits your situation, simply release it and let it go. Remember, these are general readings and they cannot and will not resonate with every specific scenario that is out there. If you did want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you can schedule one with me will be linked in the description box down below. Personal readings are always a great way to get a more specific and accurate read on your own personal situation. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our pile selection. So for today's reading, we're going to be working with 3 groups. For pile number 1, we have the Weird Cat Tarot with some amethyst. For pile number 2, we have the Wild Unknown Tarot with some Amazonite. And for pile number 3, we have the Star Spinner Tarot, almost forgot what that was, with some moonstone. I'm sorry, not moonstone, with some selenite. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your person and what they would want to say to you if they were being truthful and honest. Go ahead and select the deck or the crystal that you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, scroll down to the description box to locate the timestamp that will take you to your selected pile. See you there. Hey, pile 1, if you guys picked out the Weird Cat Tarot with this amethyst crystal, this will be your reading. We are going to look into what your person wants to say to you. So we're going to kick things off by looking at where your person currently stands energetically with regard to your connection. So starting off with pile 1, where does their person currently stand with regard to this connection? All right, few cards flying out of the deck. So we've got Messenger, Love Lyrics, and we have Stars Align. Lots of red energy, so quite possibly a lot of passionate feelings towards you that this person is feeling. I do feel that this person is maybe somebody that you guys message with. You know, this is like Twitter energy here, but so Twitter could be significant. Maybe this person is writing tweets about you. Maybe they're posting lyrics on their Twitter for someone out there. But this is telling me that this person, if they're not already, they are kind of energetically thinking about messaging you in some capacity, but it's not going to be like a phone call. It's going to be like a text, a DM, a Twitter, a tweet, I guess, something along those lines. I do feel that this person, music is significant to this person. So you guys might have musical interests in common with this person. This person may play music. They may be thinking about you when they play music, or certain songs remind them of you. Maybe some of you guys out there, you and this person have a song that's special. But with the Stars Align coming up here, I feel like this person is in a space where they actually feel quite hopeful and optimistic about this connection. That things will align as they should in a favorable way. So let's go ahead and jump right into the tarot. I want to start off by seeing how this person feels about themselves. What would they say? So we're going to do kind of, what does your person want to say about themselves? What do they want to say about the connection? And then what do they want to tell you or say about you specifically? So what does pile 1's person want to say about themselves at this time? Ooh, we have the World energy coming up. What does pile 1's person want to say about this connection? Wow. The Lovers. And what does their person want to say about my pile 1 viewer? Oh, the Queen of Cups. Oh my gosh. We do have a 5 of Pentacles showing up here at the bottom of the deck. Let's pull from the message cards so we can get more info, and then we will continue on here. So, clarifying energy for the world. What does pile number 1's person want to say about themselves? Okay, what does this person want to say about their connection with pile 1, with the Lovers? And what do they want to say about pile 1, my viewer, with the Queen of Cups? Wow. All right, so let's get into this, you guys. I'm going to pull some more cards momentarily, but I want to start here. With the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I feel like this person maybe has been experiencing some sadness about this connection or some disappointment. Typically, I don't read the 5 of Pentacles like that, but oh wow, and the 5 of Cups is underneath. So yep, there is sadness and disappointment here. There's an undertone of that with this connection. And also I think an undertone of potentially looking at this connection from through a more pessimistic lens. And I was drawn to how this cat is crying here, and it's crying here as well with the 5 of Cups. I think that this person, there's an undertone here of them feeling like they're not quite good enough for you, or feeling like they don't really have enough to offer you potentially at this time. Like low self-esteem vibes are coming through here. But with this favorable outcome being here, I do think that this person might be starting to like shift perspectives a little bit as it pertains to this connection and where they stand with you at this time. So what do they want to say? So starting off with, what do they want to say or tell you about themselves? We have the World, and we don't share the same values. So I think that this person is in a place right now where they would tell you that they are closing out major chapters in their life and potentially wanting a new beginning for themselves on like a grander scale. The World really does talk about major chapters, major cycles coming to a conclusion here. And I feel like for this person, with this card coming up, I think that there's something about this person's values and belief systems that they're ready to leave behind in the past, or that they're ready to renew or start fresh with. Because to me, this feels like maybe a blockage that's been in this connection is this energy of values. So maybe this person is starting to shift perspective on their own values, or maybe you guys, my viewer, have shifted perspective on some of your values. I don't necessarily know that this person is completely going to disengage from their beliefs, but I think with the stars aligning, this person might be feeling like this is not as big of an issue right now as it used to be for them in the past, right? There's been some sort of full circle moment here with regard to the situation. But I do think that if this person has not really been able to dedicate a lot of time, effort, and energy to you, I feel like that's coming to a close with the World card, because they're closing out a chapter of their life and ready for new beginnings. And I also sometimes, with this energy of values in my readings coming up with this card in particular, sometimes the values are more about relationships versus like values can talk about like religion, spirituality, political beliefs, right? Just general values and principles that we hold. But it can also be talking about differences in how we want to approach relationships. So that could be what this person is referring to when they would say something about their values. Now, what they want to say about this connection with the Lovers card, I do feel like this person would tell you that they feel a strong connection to you. They do feel in a lot of ways that there are compatibilities here between the two of you, like your soulmates in some capacity, because the Lovers is soulmate energy. Whether or not this person would use the word soulmate, I don't know, depends on the person, but they do feel a sense of connection with you, a deep connection. And the Lovers is about spiritual connections. emotional, physical, spiritual, all the things. Specifically, though, what they would want to tell you is, I think this person really enjoys the types of conversations that they can have with you. Your intellect arouses them. So they're very much attracted to your mind. They would tell you that they're attracted to, your ability to teach them something new, or they really like just the types of chats that the two of you can have. Like, I'm seeing here these two cats kind of like relaxed with one another. Maybe you and this person have had a lot of like casual hangouts, or, times where you've been able to connect with this person in a really comfortable setting, where you've been able to have some really interesting conversations. So this person would tell you that they really like this about the connection that the two of you share. And then what they would say about you with this Queen of Cups is they would tell you that they see you as, being very emotionally, empathetic and compassionate and available to them. This person may even have feelings, like strong feelings for you that they might want to share with this Queen of Cups and the Lovers card being here. They definitely see you as compassionate, empathetic, loving, caring, someone that they can talk to and feel emotionally safe with. And it's interesting with this, I daydream about a life with you coming through. So they would share that with you. And I think what they're daydreaming about is the emotional connection, right? Maybe when you guys actually tangibly spend time together, so far it's been more of an intellectual exchange of thoughts and ideas. But this person is dreaming about the emotional side of things. Now, I do have to say, sometimes with this card very much reminds me of the star energy in the tarot, which I don't know if you guys have ever really heard me talk about the star extensively, but it is a beautiful energy of optimism and hope and inspiration, but it doesn't always equate to taking action, right? And so with this card about daydreaming coming up here, I do just want to caution that for some of you guys, I don't feel like this person's actions will be super monumental at this time. It definitely feels for a lot of my pile ones like this person is really ready for more casual communication or subtle communication. They're optimistic and hopeful about the future, but remember, we still have this undertone of low self-esteem coming up here with the Five of Pentacles, okay? So I just want you to be mindful of that. We have some really beautiful positive energy here. I don't want to take away from that, because this does seem like this person feels really positive feelings towards you and would express positive things to you as well. It's just that if you're coming here hoping for them to take some sort of really, substantive action, that may not be the case for everyone, because this person appears to be in a bit of a daydreamy mood right now with regard to the situation. So let's see, what else does pile one's person want to say about this connection? Ooh, oh, okay. Yeah, so with the courting man coming up here, this is over top of what they would say about themselves. So what I feel is that this person is ready to kind of shift with values, right? Like, I feel like a lot of you guys before, in the past with this connection, maybe this person hasn't really shown up for you in a meaningful way or an intentional way. And I think that they're starting to kind of see things differently now. They're ready to start with the courting man. This is about somebody who sees themselves as being ready to like actually pursue something with you, to properly take you out on dates and do what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean? This person also, I'm getting with this, okay, this is interesting. So this card talks about uniforms and professional males. So I wonder for some of you guys if this person might work in like law enforcement, military. They could be like a business professional, but I feel like maybe that's where the values energy is coming from for some of you guys. Like, because sometimes in some of those professions, there are really strong values and beliefs and lifestyles that come along with them, right? And so I wonder if this person maybe has concern about like your compatibility, or maybe had concern about your compatibility with those things in the past. But I also think, again, on a larger scale, perhaps this person is moving out of those types of careers or changing careers in some capacity where this will no longer be an issue or a blockage for them. Okay, let's see what else. What else does this person want to say to pile 1? We have friendship. So yeah, they would tell you that they see this connection as having a foundation in friendship. You know, again, they really enjoy the intellectual conversations that the two of you have, the camaraderie that you share. I do wonder for some of you guys if they associate you with being a part of a friend group in some capacity. There seems to be some commonalities of hobbies, interests, music, things that you guys share that this person really likes. What else does this person want to say to pile 1? We have the dark male coming through here. I'm going to clarify because this is more of like a physical appearance card. That just kind of gives us descriptors of how someone might look. For some of you guys, I'm wondering if this person might, I don't know. Let's see. What else comes through for that? We have the mature man with fun times at the bottom. So it seems to me like this person wants to, they may see you as being older than them, or they may see that there's an age difference in this connection. But I also think that this is talking about maturation in general, like being able to take a more mature stance around this connection and conduct themselves in a more mature and elevated way with regard to this connection. And I do wonder as well if they see this in you, because this is kind of coming up over top of like what they would tell you about yourself, right? What they would say about you, my viewer. So maybe this person sees you as having grown or changed a lot, matured a lot, maybe since the last time you guys were meaningfully connected in any way. And they're starting to really see you as this really beautiful, emotional, compassionate, empathetic person. And maybe this is something that they are noticing is different in you, a change in you for some reason. This card, I'm not sure. I feel like you guys have to let me know if you chose pile 1, what the significance of this physical description card is for your situation. Because I'm not 100% sure what message is supposed to be shared with that. So, I mean, for some of you, this person just might be attracted to your features, you know, your physical appearance in some way. If you have like darker eyes, darker hair, darker skin, they might be attracted to that in some way. So we're going to close this out with just a word of guidance for my pile 1 viewers. I'm just going to pull one of these cards. What guidance or advice should pile 1 be mindful of or take into consideration as it pertains to their connection with this person? Okay. So we have love is the answer. Love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent. So there is a message here to work on your own independence. So like regardless of whatever this person does or doesn't do, just continue to live your life, continue to focus on yourself. And I think it's interesting that that card is coming up when you guys have the Queen of Cups here, because the Queen of Cups is a very loving, compassionate energy. It's a healing energy. It's an empath, right? So this is the type of person that can very easily like want to come in and just like emotionally support a person that's sad or someone going through a hard time, or, you know, whatever situation this person is going through. Like it would be very easy, I think, for pile 1 to kind of like latch on in a sense and want to try to heal them or support them. But the advice and guidance for you is to work on being independent, right? So try to avoid getting sucked into anything in an unhealthy way, I guess. So pile 1, very interesting reading. Definitely have some really optimistic, positive messages here. Comment below, how do you feel like the reading resonates with you and your situation with your person? I always love hearing your feedback. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hey, pile 2, if you guys picked out this Amazonite crystal with the Wild Unknown Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So we're going to be looking into what your person wants to say to you. So I want to start by channeling their current position as it pertains to this connection. So let's just take a look to see, where does this person stand energetically as it pertains to this connection in this situation here? Where does pile 2's person stand when it comes to my pile 2 viewers? We have enamored, love potion. Ooh, we have look what the cat dragged in. I'm going to pull one of these oracle cards as well. Where does their person currently stand as it pertains to this connection? So I'm already getting that this person has a lot of feelings bottled up inside about you. I do think this person is, as this card says, I do think that they are enamored with you. They definitely have romantic feelings that I see here, but certainly a lot of emotion that they've bottled up here. And I do feel like with the look with the cat dragged in, this person is kind of positioning themselves to come back into your life in some way. And this card sort of has a connotation of apologizing for something. And when we say that expression, look what the cat dragged in, it's kind of like we're saying it in the sense of like, oh, here they come again, or here comes this trash that this cat is dragging in. Like, I don't know. There just seems to be some sort of like recognition that like maybe this person previously departed from you on not the best of terms, or did something wrong that they feel like they need to rectify. It's pretty interesting here how this cat has the little angel halo and the wings here. I do feel like this person is probably, when they come back in, planning to really present themselves as being on their best behavior, try to really purify the situation. And with balance coming up here, this shows me that maybe something's been out of balance with this connection that this person is wanting to rectify here. I do feel like this person is wanting more love in the situation, more emotion in the situation. This person might be wanting to express more. We're going to see as we get into what they would say. But there's definitely this energy of bottled up feelings and bottled up emotions. And I'm also getting a message for some of you guys that this person may plan to restore the balance in this connection by coming in just really sweet with you. You know, they may be trying to, you know, use tactics, we'll say, to really get you to become enamored with them as well, to get back in your good graces. You know, like it's giving like that energy of in Harry Potter where Ron got slipped the love potion by accident. Like they want you to be, I think, really in love with them or really enamored with them. So let's just jump right in. What does this person want to say first about themselves to my pile 2s? So what does this person want to say about themselves as it pertains to this particular situation? The Ace of Wands. So they're highly attracted to you for sure. What do they want to say about my pile? What do they want to say about their connection with pile 2? This is coming out. We've got the 3 of Cups. And what do they want to say about pile 2, my viewers? 10 of Pentacles. And we have a 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That's so interesting because this came up at the bottom of the deck for pile 1 as well. So maybe a little bit of a common theme here in today's video, but let's clarify with our message cards and then we'll get into this. So what does pile 1 want to say about themselves with this Ace of Wands card? Exactly. All right, what do they want to say about their connection with pile 2 with this 3 of Cups? Okay, and what does this person want to say? Okay. We do have this energy at the bottom of you let me down, so that kind of makes sense with the undertone of this 5 of Pentacles here. I do feel like this person is feeling a bit down and out underneath it all about the situation. I mean, this is clearly why they're coming in, wanting to apologize and kind of restore love and balance in this connection a little bit. But the 5 of Pentacles being here at the bottom of the deck, I do want to say this person, I think, is sad about something that went down in this connection. And I don't think that they're feeling This person may also be going through some financial hardships as well, because we also have the Son of Pentacles underneath of this, which is the Knight. This is about like putting in the work. But the Five of Pentacles is sometimes when someone's having financial challenges or doesn't feel financially supported. This person may also have low self-esteem because of their financial situation, even if it's not necessarily bad. I do feel with the Ten of Pentacles being here, which we'll get to this in a second and more in depth, but this person seems to be associating you, my viewer, with having money, having a legacy, having a career. Like there's something about you where they see you as a 10 of Pentacles and they feel like they're a 5 of Pentacles right now. So there's definitely an imbalance here with their self-esteem versus how they perceive you. So what does this person want to say? So what they would say about themselves right now with the Ace of Wands is that this person is definitely feeling passion and attraction toward you and toward this connection. They would say that they miss being with you. I think if this person was being totally for real and blunt and honest, which most people are not, but I think that they would also say that they're very physically attracted to you and that is probably the reason, kind of the undertone as to why they're coming forward, is that they have physical attraction and passion and chemistry with you, and that seems to be what's really driving them at this time. I will say, with the Five of Pentacles being here, this person, as we discussed, does seem to have some sort of low self-esteem or feel like abandoned in some way by this connection. Like they feel like the love has just wilted here with this rose. And I will say that some people do tend to try to make themselves feel more confident or boost their confidence by engaging in physical intimacy. So I think that this person, if they were being real with you, would probably say that. That's where this missing you is coming from. It's physical attraction. They're wanting to kind of feel better about themselves through engaging physically with you. Now, what they would say about this connection, this is pretty interesting. So we've got the Three of Cups, and then we have I can't do this. So the Three of Cups is telling me that this person certainly does see you as a friend. They see you as somebody that they can have a great time with. They may also tell you that they want to, connect with you in like a group setting versus one-on-one. But, the Three of Cups with I can't do this is also telling me that this person would say that they can't do anything. Well, hold on. I think this person would say that they're not capable of a serious relationship with you, if that's in fact what you guys want. I know a lot of you guys watch my videos and you're like, I don't even want that with this person, which I totally get. That's fine. But I think there's even something about being friend zoned this person is feeling as well. Like they see you as a friend, but you guys tell me in the comments, did you friend zone this person? Because they can't do this. Is coming up with the friendship card. So it's making me feel like they feel like they can't just be friends with you. This person, for some of you guys, may have also had you in like a third party, or if it wasn't like a third party, then I think that they were probably kind of messy and just kind of, partying and hanging out with a lot of different options or different people, like engaging more casually with you. And I also think that they would say that that is not sustainable for them anymore. But I don't know, you guys, if I necessarily see this person wanting a serious commitment. Not yet anyway. We'll see as we get into more cards. It just kind of feels like they feel sad and like rejected. They know that they did something wrong and they're drawn back to you because they want like the passion and like the intimacy and the chemistry that you guys once had. But there's something about the dynamics of friendship in your relationship that they feel they can't do anymore. Now, with the Ten of Pentacles, this is what they would say about you. So this person would say that you are a person who is stable, that you are a person who is future-oriented. They see that you are the type of person that, maybe has money, you're well off, is someone that they could potentially build a legacy with for the future, and that you're building your own legacy. But they don't know what you want, right? I think that this person would tell you that they feel a little bit confused about where you stand. This person may see you as being very practical. They may see you as being really focused on your work and your long-term goals and commitments. And because you're focused on those things and maybe not as focused on them and what they're doing, they feel like they're not sure where they stand with you at this time. Let's continue here. Your person's very interesting, pile 2. So let's see. What else does pile 2's person want to say to them? Wallflower. So this person is kind of watching you from the sidelines, I feel, and I think that they are feeling they're really missing out by not being in communication with you. I think that this person might be seeing that you're doing some exciting things in your life as well, and they feel like, you know, with this 5 of Pentacles, it's like they feel like you're in the spotlight and they're not good enough, and I feel like they would also tell you that they're feeling a bit shy and uncertain about coming forward because, again, they don't know what you want. Let's see. What else do they want to say? We have friendship. Yeah, so friendship is continuing to be emphasized here over this connection. Maybe some of you guys are part of like a social circle or friend group that this person, maybe they see you. Like there's this energy of being out in like a party setting for some of you guys, or a group setting where there's like fun activities going on. Like they're watching you, but they're not necessarily approaching or engaging with you. Definitely seems like you guys have either a foundation of friendship or run in the same social circle. And there's something about that I think is troubling this person. Okay, what else would they say? Ooh, we have the beauty queen. Yeah, they see you as just like a shining star. They see themselves as the wallflower and you as the shining star. This person is very much drawn to your light. I think that this person may also think that you have a lot of options around you, that you're just really doing so well in your life. And this person, I think, feels left out. They have FOMO going on when it comes to this connection. They feel rejected. They feel left out. They would tell you that you are somebody who stands out to them in a really beautiful way. They admire you. They see you as getting a lot of admiration from others. And I think because you're so in such a good space and they're not in the best space, they just don't know how to even approach you. So pile 3, this is very interesting energy. We're going to close it out with just some guidance for you, my viewer. We're just going to pull one of these cards just to see what energies you may want to keep in mind as you continue forward in this connection. So what guidance or advice do we have for pile number 2 with regard to the situation? We have 2 passive. Take initiative to meet someone and to keep the passion ignited. Very interesting. We also have at the bottom, being needy. Make friends and spend time by yourself to take pressure off of your relationship. So I feel like this group is being guided to take initiative in their love life. So whether it's taking initiative about this person or taking initiative about someone new, meeting someone new, it definitely seems like you guys are perceived by this person as being highly desirable. So there's a message here for you to do something, essentially, about the situation. Do something about your love life that you're not currently doing. I can't tell you if you should talk to this person or do other things. You guys should, hopefully know what this is referring to for your specific situation. But I also think here, this is interesting because some of you guys, there's an undertone here of you all needing to kind of put yourself out there and connect with your friends, your social circle, sort of focus on other things outside of this connection and this person so that it doesn't energetically smother the situation, right? Energetic smothering is when we are always thinking about the person. We're like connecting through watching their social media. We're watching tarot readings on them, getting tarot readings on them. Like a lot of times it actually puts a lot of pressure onto the situation when you're doing that, and people can feel it. So there's definitely a message here for some of you to kind of detach from this situation a little bit by kind of spending your energy with like your friends and other hobbies and interests that you have. So pile 3, very interesting read. We're going to go ahead and end the message here, but please comment below. Let me know how the situation resonates with you and your person. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hey, Pile 3. If you guys picked out the Star Spinner Tarot with this Satin Spar Selenite crystal, this will be your reading. So we're looking to see, what does your person want to say to you? And we are going to start by channeling their current position as it pertains to this connection. So let's go ahead and see. So what does Pile 3's person want to say to them? Oh, so we have masculine coming through. Where do they stand? Clarifying this masculine energy. Okay, we have a few flipping over. We've got possessiveness, and we have look what the cat dragged in showing up. Okay. So this person is feeling quite possessive over you. Now, whether or not you and this person are actively together, I don't know, but I do feel with this look with the cat dragged in that there is this element of somebody returning to apologize about something and try to kind of be on their best behavior about the situation here, try to rectify whatever wrongs they may have done to you. But there is this energy of possessiveness and jealousy that this person has towards you in the situation. This person is showing up as masculine, so they are in their masculine energy. This doesn't necessarily have to excuse me, you guys. It's like the end of the day and I'm like exhausted. But masculine energy is telling me that this person is in a place of potentially wanting to actually take action and provide support and stability to this connection. This doesn't necessarily have to do with their gender expression. It's just the energy of masculine. So let's continue. Let's take a look. So what does this person want to say about themselves at this time? I am a little concerned, you guys, with the possessive energy being here, that this is like a little bit toxic. Like this person might be a bit controlling for some of you, maybe even a bit obsessive. I do think that they're also quite nostalgic as well, because with that possessiveness energy, there is, to me, this looks like a locket. So there's something that this person is holding on to from the past. So what does this person want to say about themselves as it pertains to the situation with Pile 3? We have the Star. What does this person want to say about this connection? The King of Swords. And what does this person want to say about my Pile 3s, my viewers of Pile 3? Three of Wands. We have the Tower at the bottom, so wow. Definitely seems like this person has been shaken up in some capacity in their life or as it pertains to this connection. Let's continue here. I'm going to pull these cards and then we'll get into the full interpretation. So what does Pile 3's person want to say about themselves with the Star card being here? We have, will you ever make things right? What does this person want to say about this connection with the King of Swords? I don't know why this happened. What does this person want to say about my Pile 3 viewer with the Three of Wands? I see life differently now. We have, you broke my heart at the bottom of the deck. Wow. So I think this person is hurting from the situation. But it's interesting because I don't see a lot of emotion. In fact, this person actually comes across to me as being quite emotionally blocked at this time. Like maybe not really that in touch with their emotions or their intuition. With the Tower card being here at the bottom of the deck, I feel like there's this undertone of some sort of shakeup, right? Like a shocking realization, maybe realizing that this connection hasn't been stable or hasn't really been built on a solid foundation. And with I see life differently now, it definitely seems like whatever they have gone through, whatever realizations they've had, it's like the Tower is sort of when we see something for what it truly is, and it can be quite jarring. I think I actually want to pull one of these oracles really quick too before we get into this. So where does this person stand with regard to this connection? Freedom. We have divine timing at the bottom of the deck. It's so interesting that that freedom energy is coming up because this person is still holding on to something about this connection with that possessiveness energy here. Even though I do feel like this person has had a realization, we have the Lovers at the bottom, about this connection, something that's kind of shaken them a bit. I think that they are struggling to really set themselves free of it. It just feels to me like they're holding on to something here. So what does this person want to tell you about themselves? We have the Star and we have, will you ever make things right? So I feel like this person would say that they are healing right now. I think they are healing from the broken heart that they feel. I also want to show you guys this. We have, I watch your social media, and we also have, I wish we could go back. So there definitely seems to be a lot of regrets, which I think makes sense with this return and apologies energy here. Like, I think there's a part of this person that's thinking about like reconnecting with you to apologize or make amends in some way. I definitely kind of feel like physically this person has freed themselves of this connection, but it's like there's still that 5D kind of spiritual connection here. Like they're still thinking about you. They're still holding on. I feel like this person with this card here, will you ever make things right? To me, it kind of feels like this person is holding on to some sort of wrong that they feel that you've done to them, that they are healing from at this time. And I do think that they are hopeful that you will kind of reach out to them to make amends at some point. And that could also be why we have this return and apologies here too, right? This card can also be referring to like how they're perceiving you at this time. It is kind of right next to your position here. So with the King of Swords, I think that this person would tell you that they've really tried to think logically about this connection, that they've really tried to mentally understand what's going on. This person might tell you that they feel like they've been really fair and logical and reasonable in their dealings in this connection. And so I think they're struggling to understand why this Tower moment happened, why they felt heartbroken, or why you broke their heart or did them wrong in whatever capacity they believe you did them wrong. The problem here is that this person is blocked emotionally. Like they're not feeling any feelings here. They are kind of overly intellectualizing this connection and trying to think about it a lot and think it through a lot and use reason and logic and facts. But like the thing about love is that it's emotion, you know? It's not necessarily going to be logical all the time. And so I feel like this person really leans into like this practical energy, and they struggle to understand feelings and emotions within the situation. What they would say about you with the Three of Wands, I do feel like this person sees you as being at a distance. I do feel like this person is looking ahead into the future when it comes to you in this connection. They see life differently now. So whatever shakeup has occurred for you and this person, it's caused them to see you much differently and see their life and their choices much differently going forward here. For some of you guys, this is a pile where I feel like I'm getting a couple of different storylines. There's a group of you out there for pile 3 where I feel like this person is looking ahead into the future, freeing themselves of this connection and wanting to explore new things in their life. through this perspective shift that they've had. But there's another group of you out there where I feel like this person is kind of missing you with the Three of Wands. That might actually apply to both, because this person can be physically distancing themselves from this connection, but still miss you and still feel like they're waiting on you to connect with them. The Three of Wands is oftentimes an energy of waiting, right? We're waiting for someone to come back. We're waiting for the ships to come in. But it can also talk about planning for the future. So let's see what else this person wants to say about pile 3. What does this person want to say? Ooh, we have the brunette female that says darker hair, intense and focused. They are intense, you guys. Like, there's definitely this energy of them really holding on to stuff. They're watching your social media. You know, this is what they're saying about themselves. They're hyper-focused on whatever wrong thing happened here. Okay. Okay, what else does this person want to say? We have communication. Texting, phone calls, and online. Maybe this person saw something on social media that bothered them, or maybe there's something about communication here in your relationship, right? Because the King of Swords is also about straightforward, logical, factual communication. I just continue to feel like this person might just like slightly be on a little bit of a moral high horse, you guys, when it comes to the situation. They really feel like they communicated effectively, and because of that, they don't know why whatever happened here. I think they're kind of struggling to see, for some of these people that I'm tapping into, I think they're kind of struggling to see their own fault in the situation. Ooh, yeah. That's very King of Swords energy. We also have the Ice King here. So I think that this person, again, they're very closed off at the heart space. And this card does also talk about detachment. So for a lot of you guys, I think that this person is detaching from this connection. They really are not very emotional as of what I'm seeing now. This person, I think, would also say that they feel that you're detached too. That you don't really seem to have compassion or empathy or emotion towards them. And this person may also say that they feel that you're really focused on work right now, or that they're really focused on their work right now. So pretty intense energy, pile 3. We're going to close this out for you with one more card. So let's just kind of see what guidance or advice that pile 3 may want to keep in mind as they continue forward on this connection. We have age issues. You feel too old or too young to date, or you have issues with your partner's age. So this might be an area that needs some reflection for this group. I think as I was shuffling the deck, the mature man card kept kind of popping out. I don't know if I can find it quickly. Yeah, this was kind of popping out, and then at the bottom, we have the blonde female, which is kind of more of a youthful energy. So there could be something about age differences that needs attention here, or maturity in this connection. So pile 3, please comment below. Let me know what's been going on with this person and how you feel like the messages resonate with your situation. I always love hearing from you guys in the comments. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I will see you then. Bye.